Good morning. Welcome aboard today's special market intel brief from Top Gun Options. We've been working with our strategic partners over at Wealth Creation Investing on a 2-day futures and Forex training event. We knocked out day one yesterday, a futures day, just absolutely incredible day. Over 1,300 traders joined us and heard from 5 of the biggest heads, so to speak, in the futures industry. Day 2 is about to get started at 0900. If you haven't claimed your seat, go to wealthcreationinvesting.com/futures-forex. So let's go ahead and get started. Before we start any mission, we obviously debrief the previous mission to get some lessons learned, discuss what went right, what went wrong, and then we brief for the next mission. The day one debrief, we had over 1,300 traders attend, 5 expert futures traders. The replays will be sent out, so even if you register today just for the Forex event, you will get to be able to see all that free training from our futures experts as well, and they'll be turned into MP4s by Friday, so you can actually download and watch them on the beach. That's what I'll be doing down here in South Florida or on the slope or wherever you are. We really did, just based on your comments, your feedback, and everything that happened, it felt like we empowered WCI traders and investors to potentially utilize futures to profit in this just crazy volatile market that we're going to talk about. What else happened yesterday? Oh, by the way, Helicopter Ben spoke up there on Capitol Hill. So let's get right to our market intel brief today. Helicopter Ben actually surprised the market, not by what he said in front of on the Hill in his congressional testimony, but what he didn't say. He kind of implied that another round of quantitative easing, also known as the government crack pipe, might not be needed. And what did that do? That sent stocks diving. They sent the dollar up, and precious metals were just absolutely slammed. Gold was down about $77.31 per troy ounce. That's about 4.3% hit in the gut for gold to about $17.09 and 90 cents. Now the dollar gained 1% versus the euro. Now, that might sound like a yawn to some of you, but that's a pretty big deal, folks. That's the biggest move since around January 13th, so that is a big deal. Now, what's important for today is that Helicopter Ben speaks to the Senate. He was in front of Congress today. He speaks in front of the Senate Banking Committee, I believe it is, at 10 a.m. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see if he brings up the idea of a QE3, that's a quantitative easing 3. Of course, that is not the Queen Mary. QE is quantitative easing, folks. And in this trader's humble opinion, just the idea of QE3, that government crack pipe being there, that liquidity being there in the market, is why stocks and commodities are rising. There's really no other reason. Why? Because as somebody who lives on Main Street, I know it is not pretty out there, folks. Unemployment. Are you kidding me? Folks, take some time if you don't know what real unemployment is. It's called U6. Just Google the term U6 and see what the Labor Department has to say about unemployment. It's at about 15.1%. That's just absolutely incredible, folks. It almost brings a tear to my eye to say that. So go do yourself a favor. Go look up what the real unemployment is in the United States, not what the unemployment that the politicians talk about. Oh, it's also not pretty out there because we're going to see $5, well, some places are already seeing it, maybe even $6 gas, folks. $6 gas. That's just an instant tax increase on us as the public. Oh, and by the way, the IMF met this last weekend in Mexico City, kicked the can down the road, or the G20 heavies, I should say, kicked the can down the road, and Germany still carrying the the weight of Europe, so to speak, on its shoulders by supporting the Greek bailout. And by the way, 60% of German voters completely disagree with it. Couldn't agree with them even more. By the way, we have our own Greece that's about to arrive here pretty soon. Imagine how the reaction is going to to be when California demands a federal bailout, because they're broke. And I believe their treasurer a couple months ago slid right under the radar, said they were getting ready to run out of cash, literally. Absolute embarrassment. A green shoot, a glimmer of light actually shown this week, so to speak. It was pending home sales. The National Association of Realtors came out with a report saying pending home sales was up. But seriously, that's going to rally the market? We've lost our AAA credit rating, folks. We are spending more than we take in. It just doesn't physically work. You don't run your house like that. I don't run my business like that. You can't run your government like that. Check this out. Compare China, currently our banker, to the United States. Public debt per person in China, $817. United States, your kids, your grandkids, over $33,000 a person to the federal government. Absolutely unbelievable. Our debt as a percent of GDP is nearly 70%. I'm even embarrassed to say that. Oh, yeah, we have an election going on as well. So that's going to add to the volatility in the currency, the futures, and all the options markets, no matter who wins. So, yeah, other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how was the play? What else is on our radar? Guess what? Iran, the Straits of Hormuz, Israel already saying, hey, you know what, United States, you know what, world? We have to take care of ourselves, and it's not a matter of if, but when Israel's going to attack Iran. Guarantee you, folks. And guess what's going to happen? The folks who booted Mubarak out of Egypt, guess what? They're no, Abraham Lincoln with democracy here. They're still in power, and the people are not too happy about it. So they're getting ready to throw these guys out. Guess what's going on over here with Assad and Syria? Same thing. They would absolutely love it if Israel attacked Iran, so they could say, hey, look what's going on with our brothers over here. Let's attack Israel, and game over, folks. So it's going to get ugly. But it's sad to say, but you can actually profit on this ugliness, folks. 2011 rocked if you were trading Forex. If you didn't know how to do it, you got your butt handed to you. You can use foreign currency to hedge, pairs trade against each other, protect, and definitely potentially profit. And that's what we're going to learn at 9 a.m. today. So at 9, Dean Malone from Compass FX is going to go on. At 10:30, Jason Fielder from FX Impact goes on and speaks. John Carter, another great guy, works with Hubert Centers over at TradeTheMarkets.com, goes on at 11:45, and then Dustin Pass and Ross Mullins are going to come on. Ross Mullins from ForexTradersDaily.com. So, folks, we have a full day scheduled. Like I said, if you haven't signed up, you can still register, get the replays of yesterday's full day of free training on futures and today's free training on Forex. It's all being picked up by our strategic partner and the sponsor of this two-day event, Compass FX. So, Matt Buckley, call sign Wiz with Top Gun Options. Happy hunting. Make sure you hedge.